But that's the damage, sheer damage from various houses back to back. Some of them had no place to sleep today.
Lana mina kuzophela 3 years ngihlala la angizange ngababona nginozwa nje makhala music obusuku ngabantu nje abangabonakali isikhathi esininzi yawo angazi ukuthi inhloboni yabantu mara ngabantu bangaphandle ukuthi kweliphi ilizwe I don't know
bese mbona ukuthi bayashisa ikhetnisi mali kushi ikhetnisi niyashaya umkhukhu nathi miyanshisa lana.
Our country is naked. Terrorists are entering. Bombs might enter one of these days. Please do something about it. People might bring in guns, people might bring in contraband, people might bring in dynamite, for all that we know.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. What's happened in Slovo Park is tragic, but it's not surprising. It's just the latest example of how South African lives are constantly put at risk because of illegal foreigners, criminal operations, and a government that does nothing. Let's break this down.
It's just sheer damage all around. Various houses have been affected. I can count just at the top of my head the houses that we see that are affected around this specific area, about 5 houses that have already been damaged, but also bearing in mind that an RDP home that was here is completely gone. And I want to bring in my guest now to speak to us about this. Baba Boy, we know that you were there already. Mangabe qala kuvulumlilo ukuqala kuba nentuthu inini enzile nazobona mangasusichazele nje bandla kwenzakaleni
sithe kusuka lapha sisamile lapha sibona intuthu ishunqa la intuthu saqala athi intuthu le ngayane engaka yasuka incane yaya ngokukhula ibamnyama masijampa sithi sizosiza sizwe ivoice ebizayo sizani masifika athi sizofika eduze yaqhuma lento qhumeka ukuqala athi qo yaqhuma kwesithu qo athi satsho sibaleka sibona amazenki into yonke property phakamisa ngakithi sabaleka sacasha
manje bangabe senibuya nithi nizobheka nibonani
masizobheka lapha yonke into ivandalize yonke into kufile kuyo yonke into sacima lo mlilo la after lapho kwahlala kwazobuya ngamaphoyisa bavumbula lezi zinto ethi siphuma la zingamabhombs ezama legal mining ezinye beziwele ngomakhelwane zabutha zalezo zinto basifake ephakethini ziziningi sivumbuka phansi lapha.
Futhi wena uhlala la ekhaya ufika indawo la uhlale kuyona ayisekho unjani?
Angikho right izoma uyazi kubhlungu ukuthi ushiye indle right because ngithola icall emsebenzini mina kuthiwa kunento eqhumile vele bangikhulule emsebenzini ngiphume ngabo 1 man fika la endlini ngifika indlu iso ingathi indle engazange yahlala umuntu nje vele yonke nje into ngophansi phezulu kuyiziroof kahle kuphelile nje endlini.
Labantu laba kade behlala la kuqhume khona ngoba siyazi ukuthi khona abantu kade behlala benibabona nisola ukuthi bekwenzakalani.
No lana mina kuzophela 3 years ngihlala la angizange ngababona nginozwa nje makhala music obusuku ngabantu nje abangabonakali isikhathi esininzi uzozwa ngomusic njengoba nithi ngina 3 years bahlala la kwi-Jardin front opposite nami mara angizange ndababona yawo angazi ukuthi inhloboni yabantu mara ngabantu bangaphandle ukuthi kweliphi ilizwe I don't know.
Koko sikubonile ekseni ubhizi uyaclean uzama ukulungisa nawo wakho umuzi ushayeke kanzima nje kaba nilalile kodwa
asilalanga zange silale kusesihleli ngoba kulaleki ngoba kuphele yonke into iroof ihambile amafastela aphelile akhange sikhona ukulala silalanga.
Manje koko nifisa lona luphi usizo engasizwa ngalo?
Usizo esilufunayo engathi mangasinceda ngalo kusilungisela izindlu lezi ezimoshakele nalamafestile lapha afakwe ngoba akusetshenzwa abantwana bethu bahlela abasebenzi.
Nxase koko nisola koko ukuthi kwenzakaleni la?
Andazi noma bendingekho nifike nami bendisesikorobheni mandiyeni ukuthi kwenzakaleni andazi. Anibonanga nifike vele sekumoshakele. Ayikho into endiyazi.
Well, Michelle, rightfully emotionally so, She's explaining that she was at work when all of this happened. The house that they're talking about is the one right in front of you. You'll see it's completely damaged. Though her house is just completely behind, but she's saying all the windows are gone. Everything is just broken. It's completely gone. So there is a great concern, of course, about safety, but they just wish that they could get some form of assistance in terms of repairing their household. It's unclear really what happened, but the explosion came from within this space, and this is where we understand that the bomb squad actually came to look at. We're told that it came out of here, and just like how they explained it, it started as if it was smoke and it would later explode. But the gentleman who lives in this house says that he's never seen the people that lived in this house, but he knew there were people that lived here. So for 3 years, he never got a chance to actually meet the people that were his neighbors as he was renting here. But that's the damage, sheer damage from various houses back to back. Some of them had no place to sleep last night, but they basically just trying to fix what is left, which is very difficult. A little earlier on, we saw a gentleman who was trying to fix himself some coffee behind us. His entire kitchen is gone. I want to bring in now one of the people that were injured. She's asked not to be shown, Michelle. She's a pregnant woman, and I want to speak to her right now. Mama, usubuye esibhedlela bakudischargeile, uzizwa kanjani, ukhumbulani, kwenzakaleni izolo?
Sawubona njani? Ngibuye esibhedlela nizizwa ningcono, banyathende kahle, banakekele kahle. Mangikhumbula kule accident yayizolo, lana nithe ngisalele bayaholtela, mabaholtela kanjalo bese ngibona ukuthi bayashisa ikhetnisi, makusha ikhetnisi niyashaya umkhukhu nathi miyanshisa lana. Bathela amanzi bese ngavuka ngaphuma ngaphandle, ngaplaka igedlela before ngiphume ngaphandle. Ngithatha ibhakede nithi ngiyocitha umchamo, ngabuya ukuyocitha umchamo, mangibuye endlini vela ngibona ngathi kuphuma intuthu kancane, nabatshela ukuthi kuyaphuma intuthu la endlini, bathi hayi angeke kwenzakala nix. Ese ngiyaphuma nithi ngiyowothi ilanga, ngajika futhi nabuyela endlini. Mangibuyela endlini kanjalo ngifike endlini ngithola ukuthi hayi endlini sekugcwele ngentuthu. Manje kanjalo nitshela ukuthi awuthi niyenzani, nithathe ibag le beyinekhadi nepassport for ukuthi ngiphume nazo ngaphandle. Nabona ukuthi hayi umlilo usewulana, nazama ukubaleka ngaphuma ngaphandle. Mamphumela ngaphandle kanjalo ngamemeza umastandi ngincedeni bokuyasha. Umastandi naye waphuma ngaphandle. Mase siyaphuma vela umlilo wavela wavutha wabhoma same time. Wabhoma same time kanjalo ngigijimela egeyitini. Mafika egeyitini ngathola ukuthi igate likhiyiwe, angikhonanga ukuphuma. Umfana lo bekaholdela nalo umfana omunye ngamazi igama lakhe, bajampa imiri bawele kumakhelwane bakhona ukuphuma. Nomastandi naye wajampa imiri waphumela kuwawele kumakhelwane wakhona ukuphuma. Mina ngihlulekile because I'm pregnant. Ngiceda lapho ngiyamemeza, umastandi wajika nalo munye umfana lo babuyela emuva bazama ukuzonginceda.
Manje mama ugcine bathini esibhedlela, batho right?
Esibhedlela bathe ngi-right nomntana u-right.
So yesterday, there was an explosion in Slovo Park Springs. Emergency services, SAPS, and the bomb squad rushed to the scene. At least 2 people were seriously injured, others wounded, and several left homeless. Homes have been destroyed, debris everywhere. People have lost everything: food, shelter, clothing, dignity. And what caused all of this destruction? Illegal mining. It was confirmed the explosion came from one of the shacks in the area, the very shack where foreign nationals had been living. One of the neighbors said they never even saw the people who stayed there. 3 years went by and no one knew them. These people were like ghosts, illegal, undocumented, and running dangerous operations right under their neighbors' noses. And now we're sitting with this, people left with nothing. One man was seen making coffee outside because his entire kitchen is gone. Another woman came back from work to find her house blown to pieces. These are South African citizens, and they've become the victims of this war being waged on our soil by criminals who should have never been here in the first place. This was the kind of explosion that makes you wonder how many other dangerous materials are buried underneath our townships right now, waiting to blow. But here's what really boils my blood. During the news coverage, a pregnant foreign woman was interviewed. She said she was injured in the blast, but honestly, her story didn't make any sense to me. I don't know exactly what she was trying to say, but it sounded like she lived with the same people who caused the explosion. Anyway, she says she went to the hospital, was treated and discharged. Now let's pause there. This is exactly what we've been shouting about. Foreign nationals, mostly undocumented, coming into this country specifically to give birth, to exploit our clinics, and to benefit from the same healthcare system that our citizens are being denied. Our clinics are flooded with foreign nationals like her who come to give birth here. Our nurses are overwhelmed. Our people are waiting in queues for hours and even getting turned away because the medication has run out. This woman is a walking example of what we are fighting against. She might not be the one who caused the explosion, but she's part of the broader problem. And the fact that she was living right there among illegal miners tells you everything you need to know. South Africans are losing everything while others come here to benefit for free. No contribution, no documentation, no accountability. Also, look at how these South Africans are living in overcrowded informal settlements. This, by the way, is happening while illegal foreigners continue to receive RDP houses in our country. It's happening while they continue to hijack state and even private properties. We've been raising hell about inhumane living conditions our people are subjected to. Does anyone listen? No. And now it's literally blowing up in our faces. And the real kicker, no one's even talking about where these illegal miners are now. No arrests, no faces shown, no names. It's the same old story. The police show up, they investigate, and then silence. Nothing happens. We're expected to move on like nothing occurred. We've been warning about crime, dangerous, organized, armed crime done by illegal foreigners. Whether it's hijacking buildings, illegal mining, bombing ATMs, drug trafficking, SAPS themselves have said it over and over. The vast majority of those arrested for these crimes are not South African. But what happens? They're released the next day, or SAPS does nothing because they've already taken a bribe. To make matters worse, just yesterday, another video surfaced showing a police officer receiving a 6-pack of roll-on as a so-called gift from a foreign national. What is that?
We just want to give thanks to this officer for someone who directed him to come to Brothers Unity shop to support us. Now we have this one free. Everyone come to support Brothers Unity shop. We have nice fashion regarding with the season. You are more than welcome.
Thank you, Majid.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you to the guy who showed the shop.
I will go and show him, Chief, and cut this one.
Thank you so much.
He's with the front now.
Much appreciated for viewing our show.
Okay, thank you, Majid. Thank you. Thank you. Mama?
What police officer accepts gifts from the same people they're meant to regulate? What exactly are these cops doing for these foreign nationals? Protecting their illegal shops, ignoring expired goods, turning a blind eye to counterfeit products, because it's definitely not about upholding the law. Now let me ask, where's the Human Rights Commission? Where's the Helen Suzman Foundation? Where's all the outrage they show when a foreigner is denied healthcare? Now that our citizens have lost homes, food and clothing, where are they? Will they defend these victims? Will they call it a human rights violation now that citizens have been harmed by illegal mining? We know the answer. We are living in a country where the law applies selectively, where the government continues to fail to protect its own, where warnings fall on deaf ears. Because don't forget, Gayton McKenzie literally begged the president years ago to secure our borders.
There's no one here. From the Border Management Authority, we don't see soldiers here. There's no one here. Our country is naked. Forget politics for a second. Tonight I want to make a call on the president of our country, His Excellency Cyril Ramaphosa. Let's forget politics for a second. We have a problem. People were literally standing there with boxes and boxes trying to bring that into South Africa. We didn't know what was in there. That's why we decided we're not leaving. People might bring in guns, people might bring in contraband, people might bring in dynamite, for all that we know. So we are asking of you, there are people that are getting paid big money to guard our borders. They are not here. They are sleeping. None of us are getting paid, but this country is giving me a second chance. This country is giving me everything. I'm asking you to please treat this as a matter of urgency. We don't want to embarrass nobody. All we are asking is that there's no one here. You've got a stretch here, the whole stretch. You've got patriots standing, the whole stretch. There's absolutely no soldiers. There's absolutely no police. There's absolutely no security. So I'm from the bottom of my heart. This is not the way to run a country. Can you please do something about it? Our country is naked. Terrorists are entering. Bombs might enter one of these days. Please do something about it. Please do something about it. You are putting the people of South Africa in great danger as a leader if you don't make them aware of dangers facing them. Salute.
He said it clearly and publicly that if illegal foreigners are allowed to flood this country unchecked, bringing in weapons and explosives, it would end in disaster. He said there would be an explosion, and now there is. So this is not just a tragedy, it's prophetic, and it continues to be ignored. Now let me be clear. Today it's Slovo Park. Tomorrow, who knows? Because what happens when these explosives are no longer just used for mines or ATM bombings? What happens when they start being used on South Africans? What happens when we become the target? These are terribly dark times, South Africa, and we must fight for our country. Watch the video on your left to see General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi deal with illegal foreigners in KZN. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Until next time.